Hello, it's me. I thought I'd do an update because I've had a couple of things this week, appointments this week, well actually one, and I also got something new which I haven't had before. I bought these little things. They're called disco balls. They're Austrian crystal. I don't think they're Swarovski, so I don't like them very much. But anyway, I got something new, which is not the Ipsy, it's BirchBox. I've never done BirchBox before, but I wanted to try it because they have some really nice products that I wanted to get, but they're so expensive, so I thought I'd try that way. Anyway, I wanted to give a little bit of advice to people who've had problems with their eustachian tube in their ear, and I think this is because I have fluid behind my eardrums. I've had this since before the bilateral mastectomy, and I've been on antibiotics twice. Once while I was having the surgery, and that kind of helped a little bit, but I think it was also the heavy-duty painkillers that I was on. And then it came back, and then I was on antibiotics again. Augmentin, I think it was. I don't know where the bottle is. And that didn't help at all, not even in the slightest. So I thought, okay, that's not helping. So I've been looking it up, and I'm not sure that I should recommend this because I've only used it twice, and I did read a lot of reviews and some articles on colloidal silver, but I've only used it twice, 2 teaspoons, and one teaspoon the first day, 1 teaspoon the second. And some people take like tons and turn blue or something, or grey or silver, I don't know. Anyway, that's not what I think is helping, knock on wood. But I've been using tea tree oil by Art Naturals, and it's a 100% pure essential oil. It's got a really, really strong scent, but I like the smell. I don't mind it. I mean, everybody else in the family seems to hate it, but I like it. It's this, and I've been using it. I saw a video on YouTube, and I thought, well, you know, what's the harm in trying? So I've been using it around here, just underneath there, and the same here. And it's really, I mean, I've been doing it for about a week and a half now. It's really, really helping. I'm not sure if it's that, but it's, the antibiotics didn't help at all. So, and I keep reading that, I've never been one for antibiotics. I keep reading that if you take them, the bacteria start to get more feisty, and I don't know. Anyway, on the upside, I have started using the heavier weights now. I'm not using 10 pounds yet, but I never go higher than 10 pounds because I don't want to get big, bulky muscles. But I've started using the heavier weights now for the first time since my shoulder was bugging me for 3 years. And I started taking turmeric. Well, that seems to have helped. And I'm now, and then, you know, I had this done, and so I couldn't lift weights for a while. But I'm now 8 weeks post-operative tomorrow, and I started using 9 pound weights on Monday, I think. So that's going well. But somehow yesterday, Tuesday, when I was doing a workout, I think I pinched a nerve in my hip, which has never happened before. So I'm using my trusty slender tone thingy with the little pads, and that is not helping yet. But usually it takes, you know, if I have a sciatic thing, pinched nerve, usually takes like a day for that to work. So yes, I'm falling apart. But on Monday I saw the oncologist for the first time ever, and oh yes, I've had 2 appointments because yesterday I had a Dr. Felady appointment for my last fill. Yay! I'm up to 600 cc's, most of it being under my armpits. I can't even put my arms down by my sides anymore because these, look, you can't move this thing. They're really, but yeah, that's the last. Hopefully I'm getting ultra high profile because I'm quite narrow in the body. You couldn't tell by the width of these things because they're sticking out like 6 inches from the sides of my body. So that's helpful to have the hair. But from the front, they kind of look almost flat. If I go like this, they kind of look flat because it's all hidden under my arms. So the ultra high profiles for my body type, because I've asked Dr. Felady about all the different shapes, you know, because they're teardrop ones and all this kind of stuff. I don't have the right height or body type to do that kind of implant. So I'm getting ultra high profile silicone gel gummy bear implants because they will protrude further but be narrower on the body, so I won't have this bulk practically under my armpits, and it will give me the volume. And then he's also going to do fat grafting. We talked about that. He says 50% of fat grafting actually doesn't survive very long because it doesn't get enough blood supply and whatnot, but 50% does. So I didn't think that would make a huge difference to, because I don't know, I'm going, now that I'm exercising again, I'm hoping to lose, I know I've gained some weight since the surgery, so I'm hoping to, I'm not weighing myself for a while, but I'm hoping to lose whatever makes me think that I've gained weight, which is the fullness on my face and arms and legs and tummy and everything, before I get surgery again, so that I don't then gain more weight, etc. So he will probably take some of the little pooch that he's going to be liposuctioning beneath my belly button, because that's stuff that will not go away, and put it up above the implants, which hopefully will make them look a little less crappy. But anyway, I went to the oncologist on Monday, and she went through, she asked me what I'd been told by the breast surgeon, and I told her that she had said that the likelihood was that I'd only have to maybe take tamoxifen, which is the estrogen blocker, for maybe a year or two, if that. And I told this doctor, the oncologist, Dr. Schlesinger, that Dr. Blanchard, the breast surgeon, had said that the team, the cancer team, they reviewed cases on a weekly basis or whatever, and that they would be reviewing mine, the whole team, however many people. I don't know how many people are on this team, but I know there were several because I've met several of them. We're going to review all my results and the pathology and the type of cancer and the growth rate and all the rest of it, and they were going to decide whether I needed to be on tamoxifen, because there are side effects on being on tamoxifen. As much as it's beneficial, very beneficial, especially if you if the the percentage rates, whatever, are higher, it also has some risks. I mean, the risk of uterine cancer is very, very low, but it's still there. But there's other risks, like the heart thing and all sorts of other risks. So they have to outweigh the pros and cons. I mean, weigh up the pros and cons of putting a patient on tamoxifen. And they decided that because my recurrence rate was like 3%, putting me on tamoxifen, which would cut it by 50%, taking it down to 1.5%, was negligible. The benefits didn't outweigh the risks at all, and it just wasn't worth it. That's what she says. So I was so pleased about it. The thing is, as usual, the brain starts to tick, and I started to think about, over the course of the last couple of days, because it's now Thursday, about the fact that I'd already, because originally when I talked to Dr. Blanchard, the breast surgeon, and she'd suggested that the lumpectomy with radiation, she had said that I would be on tamoxifen for 5 to 10 years. So I'd already talked myself into thinking, I was in the mindset that I'd be on tamoxifen, it would give me insurance. It was like an insurance policy that cut the odds by 50% of recurrence to the breast, whatever. But because I went ahead and did the bilateral mastectomy, the oncologist said, you have no breast tissue for it to come back to. Well, like 1% of your breast tissue is left behind, or 1 and 2% of breast tissue is left behind, because they can't take every single teeny weeny little bit. So there's still a tiny bit there, but it's very little. It's almost non-existent. And she said, because there's so little, because they've basically taken both your breasts, that has taken away a bigger risk. So having said that, the risk with my type was not that high. Knock on wood. And so she said, it's just not worth it. It's, you know, you've done what you did. You made your decision to have your breasts removed. You took away a huge risk factor, and at this point tamoxifen is not going to be doing you any good. But then, of course, I'm thinking, it was my insurance policy. Do I feel like safe and all that kind of stuff? And I'm like, there's no guarantees. And she said there's no nothing that they can do that's going to give you a 0% recurrence rate. But then everybody's at risk of cancer. Every person on this planet is at risk of cancer. I'm being monitored. And, you know, if people live long enough, everybody's going to get it. Anyway, which is a horrible thought, isn't it? So she said, she'd said no. But I have to go back every 3 months to have blood tests and then see her to see, you know, whatever the results are and stuff like that. And I get to see Dr. Blanchard. I think I said this before, after I saw her every 6 months, so she can just like, because there's no tests they can do. I can't get mammograms now, and Dr. Schlesinger said the same thing. You don't do mammograms after you've had that, the bilateral mastectomy. So that's that. So that's, you know, and then she asked me if I wanted to be part of a study, 4-month study, a new thing that they're launching. And so I said yes, and so I have to call the lady back for that. Because she said, because I said I have kind of like a guilt because of the fact that I didn't have to have radiation, I didn't have to have chemotherapy, but she also said you chose to have a surgery that's very, very proactive, and it's an aggressive course of treatment for what you had, which put you in a different place, because you would have had to have radiation had you not had the bilateral mastectomy, and then your recurrence rate was much higher, and stuff like that. So, you know, she said that this study group, or whatever it is, would help me cope with that, you know, the survivor guilt, she called it. So, yeah, I thought I'd be a part of that. Now, I wanted to tell you a funny story now, just to go away from the whole breast cancer thing for a bit. We were having dinner a couple of nights ago, or yesterday. Was it yesterday? Probably yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday. And we were sitting there, eating there, and everybody's at the dinner table, dressed, you know, in clothing, as you do. And Oliver's sitting there with his chest brace on. I've got to tell you, I know the insurance company are a bunch of assholes who did not cover the brace, so we've had to cover the brace. But they would have covered his chest being cut open and his ribs being broken. Neither here nor there. This brace is fabulous. It's worked so well. His pigeon chest is flat. He had bronchitis for a while, so he didn't wear it for a week, and it started to move a bit, which is why, obviously, he's going to have to wear this thing for 3 years. But it's been amazing. It's worked so fast. He doesn't even wear it 24 hours a day like he was supposed to build up to. He only wears it for maybe 6 hours a day, tops, even on weekends. And it's like his chest is flat. But anyway, he wears it. So he doesn't like to wear tops with it because there's some metal bits all over it at the back. They are making holes in his tops. So he's gone to not wearing tops. So he's sitting at dinner having this thing, and yesterday for some reason they were saying what they were thankful for about me. All of them were saying all these things. Oh, I'm thankful that you gave birth to me. I'm thankful that you had my baby sister, and nobody was thankful for Oliver except for me and Wade. And all this stuff. And so I said, so they were all, and it was getting silly, so I said, oh, I'm thankful to Oliver for wearing the brace at the dinner table, because I'm not the only one sitting here with their boobs 6 miles apart, because he has these, he's very thin, but he has this, like, it's so tight that it has little wedges at the side that makes it look like he has these little tiny boobs at the sides, kind of like I have these things with this massive, massive gap in the middle. I mean, look at this gap. Huge gap, not showing anything else apart from the massive gap, and then covering with the hair. Anyway, so and then Billy says, well, I'm grateful for everybody around the dinner table sitting here with clothes, unlike Oliver, who's not wearing a top. Anyway, so then I was saying, well, I was thankful for the brace that had helped Oliver's chest, and Billy said, "Is Oliver growing?" And I said, "Why?" He says, "Well, you were standing next to him." Oliver's my height now. You were standing next to him and he seemed really tall now. And I said, "Well, I don't know." He says, "Well, do you think it's the brace?" I said, "Well, I don't think so." I said, "Well, no, I know it makes him stand taller because he can't slouch, so he's always standing taller and straight." And he said, "Yeah, it could be that." He says, because Billy slouches a lot. And he says, "Maybe I should get a brace so that it straightens my spine and makes me stand up taller." And I said, "Well, that's not going to straighten your spine, it's for your chest." And he says, "Well, maybe if I wore a brace, it'd give me an extra 5 inches. And I said, "Well, if that was the case, a lot of guys would go out there and get braces for their penises." And you could hear a pin drop. Bear in mind, my children are adults, okay? So, but, they all knew what I meant, obviously. And it was like, you had to go there. You had to go there, Mum. And I said, "Well, what do you expect? I'm me and I'm going to speak my mind." And I thought it was hilarious, but, men would probably buy them if it would help in that area. Anyway, changing the subject to BirchBox. BirchBox, I've heard, is a lot like Etsy. Etsy is where you buy crafts. Etsy. Anyway, I subscribe to BirchBox. This is the box it came in, and I'm just taking the lid off. I don't know what's in it. It says, "Hi there, it's a company founded by women for women. This month has extra significance. We're marking both International Women's Day and Women's History Month." Didn't know they existed. 2 great reminders to celebrate all the strong ladies in our lives, from friends and colleagues to heroes and inspirations. There's nothing we can't do and everything we can. And beauty, it's just another tool in our Take on the World kit. We'll be talking about how you use these products to amplify your features, not cover them up, and work with your hair texture, not against it. Let's get started. Team BirchBox. PS, keep the fun going. Learn more about the... Oh, okay. And Ooh! It's telling me what I'm getting. Oh, wait, that's not possible. Anyway, this is the card. I don't know what's in here. So, this is the box. Sounds like a bunch of tin. Okay, let's see what's in here. Okay, first we have Oribe, I don't know, ORIBE, Après Beach Wave and Shine Spray. I'm not going to put anything on myself without reading it this time, unlike last time with Ipsy. It says, "Shake spray on wet or dry hair, tussle to taste, and let dry in the Saint-Tropez air." I'm not in Saint-Tropez, I'm in Virginia. Follow with lipstick and heels. You put stuff in your hair and then you have to put on lipstick and heels? Okay. Oh, it smells nice. I straightened my hair. I went a couple of days without straightening my hair. And I hated it. I mean, I like it the first... God, just got a whole mouthful of it. I like the look of my hair after one day, but... on the first day, but then the second day it looks like straw, and I don't know why, because, I mean, you'd think it... This made it feel hard. You'd think it would feel less brittle when it's not being straightened, because it hasn't had that, the curling thingy on it. One thing you've got to remember when you're oh no, it's going in my hot chocolate! One thing you have to remember when you're using a heating thing is to use a heat protectant on your hair, otherwise your hair will get really damaged. It's giving my hair a weird texture, like a slimy, hard texture. That's not good. Alright, next. Do it in a well-ventilated space. Good grief, it's hot in here now. Oh, that was one thing about not being on tamoxifen. No hot flashes before your time. Okay, this is called Renew Scalp Therapy. Exfoliate your scalp? Okay. What you're supposed to do with this, it says gentle scalp exfoliator removes build-up and residue to refresh, restore, and revitalize the scalp. Can be used weekly or as needed. It says rinse hair, lather with Renew shampoo. This is not shampoo. I have no idea what this is. Apply Renew. Oh, okay. So I'll just use my normal shampoo, which is great. I love my shampoo. It's the conditioner with that, with the hair this long, to be able to, because that's the only time I really detangle it, is when I wash it. To be able to detangle it with my conditioner and not have, you know, pull out all my hair, it's brilliant. This stuff, I don't like this. I'm going to tell you this for nothing. I do not like the Oribe Bay, whatever, Après Beach. Ugh. It's made my hair feel like frickin' straw. And clumpy and disgusting. Don't buy it. Unless you want your hair to feel like straw and clumpy and disgusting and slimy and sticky. And it's like I sprayed the stuff that I used to put on the embroidery stuff, the spray glue. Ugh. Alright, I'll use this and exfoliate my scalp. I'll try that. I'll let you know. Okay, what's this? Tony Moly Tony Tint Delight. Oh, what the hell is that? No instructions at all. Oh, okay. Oh, it looks like I've eaten blood. I am such a good beauty guru. You gotta say this. I am. Oh, now I look like a vampire. I look like I've been eating blood and I haven't wiped my mouth. I'm not a very good beauty guru. When I started, I changed the name of the channel to Beauty and Health thing. Oh, somebody's phoning me and I can't answer it now. It's an unrecognised number. When I changed the name to that, I didn't realise that I was going to be so bad at the beauty part. Tastes funny. Tastes weird. Okay, what's this? Oh no. No. What is this? This is white something. White and elm. Rose and argan antioxidant serum. A full-size bottle of this is $28. Full-size bottle of that lip stain that I just put on, that looks like blood, is $6. A full-size thingy of this Oribe thing is $22 to $44. Don't waste your money. This is the blah blah. It says whether used under cosmetics or for nightly repair, this all-natural moisturizer hydrates and softens and even tones. Oh, okay, so it's for the face. Let's try it then, shall we? I thought argan oil was usually for the Oh, I feel like I'm putting freaking cooking oil on my face. I hate putting stuff on my face. That's why I'm not a very good beauty guru. Oh look, I've got shiny cheeks. Who needs highlighter when you can just put oil on your cheeks? I'm so bad at makeup. Oh my god, I have to get back into that stuff because I don't know about this. Let's see. I mean, I'll use it for a day or two. Oh, my face feels like shit. Okay, so next. What the hell is this? Oh, that's what the serum was glued onto, I guess. Ah, oh, that's very clever. Last but not least is this. Whatever the hell this is. This is called the Balm Cosmetics Stainiac. It's $17 for the full size. It says best-selling stain that gives cheeks and lips a sheer rosy tint. Oh, okay. So the other thing was a super pigmented lip stain, which dries quickly for a sheer matte finish that won't budge all day. Oh my god, this is going to be stuck on my lips all day. Okay, and this one is a lip stain as well. I'm double doozying it. Oh god, does anybody really need their lips this red? How's that? If I put it all over my mouth, I'll look like Miranda Sings. Ooh. Okay, well. And it's for the cheeks as well. Should I dollop some on my cheeks? Ooh, let's give my cheeks a little bit of colour. With the oil, it's just going to look fantastic. Oh, look at me. I've got makeup on, guys. Look at me. Oh, oh. right, and this is where that lovely stuff from Neutrogena comes in handy and takes off all the shit that you've put on your face. There you go. So that's my BirchBox reveal. Go out and buy this if you want your hair to feel like you've put spray on glue. I will try this and I will let you know if I remember. And that was 5 products. I guess it was. That was fascinating. I think I like Ipsy better. But anyway, yeah. So that's me with lip stain on that I will remove as soon as I'm done with this video. So I hope you're having a good week. Sorry the video's dragged on. Anyway, it was good news about the old tamoxifen, and I will thumbs up the video and blah blah blee blee, share the video, and hope you're having a good week, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye! And now I've got to get close to the camera and you'll see my lips. Oh, I didn't do my nails this week. They're just pink still. Alright, bye! Bye!